Alright guys, today I'm going to be recommending 5 beginner ships that you should buy using gems or invest your cola into now that the 11th Anni is over, and this special 11th anniversary ship will not have the same effects that it currently did. The ship's effects will only last until 1859 PST. As I am currently recording, it is around 1700 PST. After the anniversary, as you can see, it will only boost cruise attack by 1.5 times, HP by 1.1 times, and make it easier to land perfects. While this is useful, there are much better ships in OPTC to use. Most of the good ships are available in the event aisle under unlockable quests like Zunisha, Ho, the Oro Jackson, etc. There are 30 rainbow gems to unlock, so for those that don't want to waste their gems, it's best to unlock some of the best ones. Some ships are also available in the Rayleigh Bazaar or Treasure Map shop. I will be discussing ships at level 10, 12 and completely maxed out. If you want an explanation of the ship system, check out my video explaining it all in depth. First off is the Going Merry. You get this ship for free, but if for some reason you haven't gotten it, it is also available as a reward in the Syrup Village story quest. The version I have is level 12, but it's not maxed. This is the OPTC ship database. On here we can see its level 10 ability. It boosts the top right character's HP by 300, boosts attack by 1.5 times, and makes it easier to land perfects. Just a very bare bones ship, but it gets much better at level 12. It reduces cooldown by 1 turn, top right character's HP, that is our captain, by 20,000, and an attack boost of 1.65 times, and it makes it much easier to land perfects. Do keep in mind this will take a ton of cola and super cola, so it is quite expensive. The reason why I am mentioning this ship is because it's completely free. You don't need to spend 30 gems on it, and if you're free to play, even 30 gems is quite a lot. The 1000 Sunny is also free, but the Going Merry is just better until it's completely maxed out. They have slightly different utility, but I think the Merry is still better. It boosts everyone, which means that it can be used with every single crew that you have. Overall, if you don't want to spend gems, the Going Merry is a good ship that you can use, but there are definitely better ships available. When it's maxed, it also removes Bind and Despair by 1 turn and has a special to reduce Bind and Despair by 1 turn, which is good utility but in no means necessary for normal content. Overall, it's a good ship for free, but there are better ships to invest resources into. The second ship I'm going to be talking about is the Liberal Hind. This ship, which is X-Drake's in the story, is quite good in OPTC. It's available in the unlockable quest for 30 gems. At level 10, it reduces cooldown of the entire crew by 1 turn, boosts the captain's recovery stat by 500, heals every turn for 1000 HP, and if captain is a free spirit, slasher or cerebral, boosts attack by 1.6 times and a further 1.1 if you have a full psi team, totaling to 1.76 times. Already it's very strong at level 10. It also has a special to reduce psi character's cooldown by an extra 1 turn. Its biggest drawback is that it only works if a captain is free spirit, slasher or cerebral. This isn't as big of a drawback as it seems, as there are so many good characters of these classes, especially with free spirit being the best class in the game. Mostly it's villains that have classes like Driven and Powerhouse, which means you can't use them with the ship. Characters like the recently released Rocks Pirates also can't be used because they are Striker and Powerhouse. If your box has primarily characters of these classes, then this is one of the better ships in the game. But in my opinion, there are better ships to buy. At level 12, it reduces psi character's cooldown by a further 1 turn, HP by 1.2 times, and gets a 1.2 times boost to attack instead if there are 6 psi characters. A very minimal boost for the investment required to get it to level 12, and at max, it reduces Bind by 1 turn and HP by 1.4 times instead. Definitely not worth maxing out. This was one of the best ships in the game, and at just level 10 it's still very usable and beginner friendly, but definitely not one to max out. The third ship I recommend is the Ho. Not really a ship, more so a whale, but in OPTC it's one of the best ships in the game. At level 10, he reduces 1 turn of cooldown, boosts attack by 1.5 times, and EXP by 1.75 times, with a special to recover 3500 HP at the end of turn for 2 turns. It's the best EXP ship in the game, and if you need to farm EXP, Ho ship is the way to go. For normal content, however, it is not one of the best at level 10, providing just a 1.5 times attack boost like the Going Merry or many other standard ships. At level 12, however, it boosts cruise attack by 1.65 times, makes it easier to land perfects, and heals crew by 2000 HP at the end of the turn. That healing is extremely underrated and helps a lot in a bunch of content, just keeping the crew healthy. And while stalling for cooldowns isn't as common now, it certainly helps if you need to. 1.65 times is also a really big attack boost, and it is for the entire crew with no conditions. It also has a ship special to double your orb effects for the entire crew and heals crew's HP by 5000 at the end of the turn for 2 turns. It's such a great special to get through mini bosses, or if the boss doesn't allow orb boosts. It's an amazing ship, and the fact that it's the best EXP ship on top of that is definitely worth picking up. When maxed, it just gives 2 turns of cooldown, so not worth spending belly or cola overall to get it. Overall, it's one of the best ships in the game at level 12, and if you want EXP, you should 100% get this ship. The penultimate ship I'll be talking about today is one that is not available to get for gems. It is the Grand Tesoro, Gil Tesoro's ship from the movie film Gold. It's available from the treasure map shop for 20,000 tickets. While that's a lot of tickets, if you played the recent treasure map, you should have a lot of them. At level 10, it reduces special charge time by 1 turn at the start of the quest, boosts cruise attack by 1.5 times, 1.35 times health boost, and 1.75 times attack boost if a character has a G or rainbow slot. Boost berries by 2 times, and if every class is on the crew, if you launch a special that gives chain lock or chain boundary, it's extended for 1 turn. While that effect is very niche, it is the best berry ship in the game and boosts even further when it's fully maxed. While berries may seem plentiful, when leveling a character beyond level 100 to level 150, limit break expanding a character and maxing out ships, a ton of berries get consumed. Having a ship that doubles your berries earned helps with that more than you think. The attack boost of 1.5 times base is stock standard. But if you're using a character like Nami Karina, one of the best legends in the game, or a few Shirahoshi Mancheri characters which can give rainbow slots, 1.75 times is one of the biggest ship attack boosts in the entire game. If you want berries or you use Nami Karina regularly, this is a great ship to pick up if you have the tickets to. At level 12, the attack boost is 1.7 times, 1.4 times HP, which is massive, boosts attack by 2 times now with G or rainbow slots, and boosts berries by 3 times. Such a big buff from level 10 to level 12. 2 times boost with G or rainbow is a massive boost, one of the biggest in the game, and 1.7 even normally is really massive. It's just a naturally good ship. If you have the tickets, you should pick it up and level it up to 12. When maxed, it also removes 1 turn of bind and attack down, which is pretty good utility but not required for normal content. Overall, 100% a contender for the best ship in the game, well worth the tickets. The final ship, and in my opinion, the best beginner ship in the entire game, is, drumroll please, a pod of whales, more specifically the whale shark ship. It's available for 30 gems in the event aisle. At level 10, it reduces 1 turn of cooldown at the start of the quest, gives a 1.6 times attack boost, boosts captain's HP by 10,000, makes tandem slots matching, makes it easier to land perfects, and boosts XP by 1.25 times. This ship does almost everything. It covers so much ground, gives a really respectable attack boost, matching slots, HP, is the best for the most amount of content in the game. At level 12 though, it gets much better, with a 1.75 times attack boost instead, 20,000 health instead, making recovery matching also, and Pirate EXP boosted by 1.5 times. It's the best overall ship in the game. 1.75 is the biggest ship boost that has no restrictions at all. Along with an XP boost, cooldown, and HP, it really does mesh well with most characters in the game, and unless you need something specific, you just use this ship. When maxed, it gets even better, getting an extra turn of cooldown and reducing paralysis by 1 turn. So just add utility to the list of things that this ship can do. It's just so good, and if you want to use gems to get any one ship, you should get this one. There's also a link in the description to the optc ship database, so you can use that for any information you want. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to answer every single one of them. Subscribe for more Treasure Cruise content. Thank you.